Hey everybody, it's Christopher, and today I'm back for a demonstration of the Singer heavy duty machine. Now, I see a lot of people online that are saying that their machines they bought from Walmart, their brother brand machines from Walmart, is not going over the heavy material when they're making masks and they got all the pleats in it. And they're looking for a machine that, you know, can go over those heavy pleats. So I'm going to do some demonstration on this machine because I do have this machine, which is the Singer Heavy Duty, and it's a benefit for you guys to know this because you can find a good budget machine where you'll have success on. Now, some of those plastic machines, I call them plastic because they're made of plastic inside and outside. I'll link a link to a video below this video on YouTube of a man who took apart one of those budget machines from Walmart or wherever they bought it, and the whole inside is just all plastic. The inside of this machine is all aluminum construction. It's an aluminum frame. It's very important. With an aluminum frame, you've got durability, and when you're going over heavy seams, you've got that power and penetration and that strength. You know, it's like driving a kid's plastic car versus a car with that all steel, metal, iron frame, all that good stuff. So going back to my last video, we talked about presser feet, right? And I read a comment where someone said sometimes those instruction manuals aren't so good. So that inspired me to say, wait a minute. I was showing you on one of my expensive machines the instruction manual. Well, let me show you on a beginner entry-level machine what they have. So this is the Singer instruction manual. Okay, let me see if I can back this up a bit here. There we go. Okay, so this is the instruction manual. And in this instruction manual, again, right here, it lists the feet that come with this machine, and it lists optional accessory feet that you can purchase. So this machine came with some extra feet, but I'm only going to demonstrate this machine with its basic straight zigzag stitch foot on here. But it's to prove that these machines have instruction manuals to read. Again, and here, it even demonstrates how to wind a bobbin. Let me see if I can get that in the camera for you. Every sewing machine that I own, the instruction manual always shows you how to wind a bobbin. It always shows you how to thread your machine, everything. So the gals that were posting on one of my comments that I didn't show you how to wind a bobbin, look in your instruction manual, it's there. And then the instruction manual, like this one's printed in a couple different languages. They even show you how to put your bobbin in. They show you how to thread the machine. It's all here for you. And then there's tutorials on YouTube. Somebody said that some of these machines don't come with a DVD. Well, no, they don't anymore because you got YouTube. And if you're commenting on my videos on YouTube, you have access. A lot of my one of my friends and posted a comment I saw, and she said if you have access and you're on YouTube right now on his channel, you have access basically to the whole YouTube to look up these instructional DVDs or videos that are posted on YouTube, which is true. So you may not have a DVD including your machines anymore, but you do have the videos that machine companies post on YouTube. And then, like Baby Lock has a Sew at Home program where they have all kinds of educational videos that you can sign up for. And you can watch additional education besides what comes in your manual. So, anyway, see, it shows you all the stitches. So these manuals are full of education about your machine, about the functions of your machine. These manuals do not teach you how to sew. These manuals teach you the mechanics of your machine. If you want to learn how to sew, you're not going to learn that from Amazon by buying a machine from Amazon. You probably want to go and find a sewing machine dealer that sells this machine. If you don't have a dealer near you, you're forced to buy online. But find and sign up for classes somewhere online to learn how to sew. Now, this is a machine I had in my closet. It's one of those machines I only have as like a backup. So I didn't have an extension table that is custom made, but I had one from one of my old machines, so I was able to put it on here. You can see what a difference it makes when you have an extension table to sew on. So I've preached about that many times to explain. So that's why I wanted to show you this machine, but I want to make sure I had some type of an extension table on, so as we're sewing, you're going to see the benefits of that. Anyway, so like these are all the presser feet that came with it. So I'm going to put these away. And by the way, Singer has videos on their YouTube channel showing you how to use all the presser feet. Now, one of the great things about these machines today, they come with a key. Every machine company has their own key. And this key is used to unscrew your presser foot, to unscrew your screw for your needle. So don't lose these. Alright, so now let me do some demonstration of this. Alrighty, now, so that was that book. My phone rang. I had to interrupt and go get it, so sorry about that. Okay, so now, one thing I want to tell you about this machine I got this from a private owner, and it was used in a demonstration. So it was, you know, a lot of things in it were like this presser foot that came with it. This fits, but the black button on here does not work. So it wasn't designed for this particular foot. So when you get your heavy duty, if you see you don't have a black button, you're not supposed to unless it's a more up-to-date machine. Anyway, so I want to go through and just demonstrate a couple things for you. Now, a lot of you are talking about, let's see, I want to show you. If you don't thread this properly up here, two things. If you don't thread this properly up here in your take-up lever when you're threading up here, and if you don't have your presser foot down when you go to sew, you can get a wadded thread up under here. Okay? I did this to show you guys what happens when you don't put your presser foot down. Now, on the modern computer machines, they have a beep. If you leave your foot up and you forget to put it down, it'll beep at you. I know most all the Brother machines do. The Baby Lock machines do. I don't know all the Genomis do. Their entry-level computer machines, I don't know if they do or not. But you definitely want to check that out. Okay? Let's see. Alright, so now people are doing a lot of pleating on their masks, and they're looking for a machine that is going to give them the ability to go over all those pleats, all those multiple layers of fabric. Being that this machine has a complete aluminum frame in it, it's all very sturdy. Now, yes, these machines are not the machines like the 1950s, everyone says. None of the machines that are made today are like the 1950s, but if it has an all-aluminum frame inside and it's got a great motor, you're going to get some durability. This is an entry-level, heavy-duty machine that you can pick up, I think, for under 200 bucks. And it's a great little machine. So, one thing I want to point out is when you're sewing, stitch length should always be at least 3. Don't go any lower than the 3 when you're going over thick fabrics. So, the other thing too is make sure you got your thread. When you start at the beginning, make sure your thread, your bobbin thread and your top thread is off and out to the side. Otherwise, when you go to sew, you'll get a bird's nest also. So there we go. Test that up. All right, now I'm going to put the foot down. And the computer machines, you press a button and the foot goes down, and it can stay down automatically. Mechanical machines, you got to remember to do everything. All right, but if you're on a budget and you really want to make masks and you want to have success at it, this is the machine for you. All right, so let's just say that this is a duck cloth, which is almost like a canvas, almost like a denim, and so this is, you're going to see this is going to be heavy. So normally I have 2 layers here, so now I'm going to fold this up and it's going to be 4 layers. So now I'm going to come up to here, and then you're going to have another pleat. You're going to do another pleat. And you're going to do another pleat. Do you see how that went over it with no problem? Even has a nice little thread cut on the side. See how that went over with no problem? So now you have your pleats on your masks. And this was duck cloth. So now let's double it. Now your masks are not going to be this thick, but I just wanted to show you the ability of it. Now remember, on these machines, the thicker you go, you should be doing a little bit slower when you go over it. So let me just do one here for you. This is way thicker than you would use for a mask. I just want to show you the ability of this machine. So I'm going to come up to, I'm going to sew. I'm going to get to this. See, I slowed down before I went over that. Isn't that nice? See how I went over that no problem? And the needle I have in here is a size 14 universal. Okay, so that was what, eight layers. See how thick that is? How nice it went over. But this is what you're going to be sewing. You're going to be sewing over these layers like this. You'll be sewing over usually 4 thick layers equivalent to this duck cloth. So please, if you are on a budget and you're looking for a machine that's going to give you trouble-free, you may not get all the bells and whistles that you're looking for, but you're going to get the strength and durability, and you're going to get production done. So look at this Singer heavy-duty machine. I've seen it places like Walmart for $150, because a lot of dealers are not carrying Singer brand machines. But, you know, look on their website and see if they do before, you know, you go somewhere else, because you're going to need assistance and backup. But I always tell people, look at their dealer, and if you don't have a dealer near you, you're forced to go to like the Walmart or shop online. But remember, you're not going to get the education from the big box store. You're not going to get the education from Amazon. So you're on your own. You're on your own. So if you're a newbie, you better study the videos. Now Singer has videos on the internet showing you how to thread this machine and how to do all these things. And you see how nice that was? And the kind of thread that I used was my trusty Walmart thread. Walmart thread. See that? It says made in USA. They don't make Walmart brand thread anymore. But I have so much of this, and it was made in the USA. Now you see, Singer gives you this spool cap. It's actually two spool caps in one. It has this side, and then it has this side. And you want to make sure that when you put your spools of thread in, that you're using a spool cap on the side that is bigger than the spool of thread, so that little slit here, it doesn't get caught in there. Now sometimes they even have the slits on the bottom, which this one does also. So it doesn't matter if you're going to put it in front ways or back ways, you still have a slit on each side. And if you try to use thread without a slit, without a spool cap, that thread could get caught in that slit. And when it gets caught in that slit, it's going to pull, it's not going to feed, and it's going to bend your needle, jam, it's going to break your needle, and it's going to put burrs on your throat plate. What happens when you get burrs on your throat plate? Your thread always catches and then shreds all the time. So always make sure you put the right size spool cap on. Okay? There's that one. Then there's this side. Always, always. It's very, very important. Very important. Alright, now I just took this one out. This one just... let's see. There we go. Alright. Now let me sew just to make sure I got that back in. Yep, there we go. Let's do this again. Make sure your thread is not caught up around this spindle. That's what I just had that done. I caught that before it stopped. So make sure that thread is not around this. There it goes. It's flowing freely. Okay. Just a lot of little things you gotta look for when you're sewing. A lot of little things. Be aware of. There you go. You see? You can get your mask done. This machine has the capability of sewing up to 1,500 stitches a minute. That's, if I remember that correctly. It's either 11, 12, or 1,500 stitches a minute. And this is, remember, thick fabrics. And this is that cheap Walmart thread made in USA. Call it cheap because it's sold very inexpensively in its day. It was usually 2 for $1. And then on the bottom I've got the green and pretty good strength. Alright folks, that's my short little tip for you. Get this machine if you want to budget. Don't get those cheap plastic basic machines that are computerized. They don't have a aluminum frame. And I'm going to put the link to that video underneath to show you the people. If I find a couple more, I'll put a couple more links. But you're going to freak out when you see them open up these Brother machines that they have all these bells and whistles, which is great because everybody loves that. But when they open the machine, there's no aluminum frame. And then when there's no aluminum frame, you're going over something heavy, it will move on you and you'll get skipped stitches and you'll get broken needles. You know? I never paid attention much to Singer until my friend called me and said, you want this machine? I said, don't you want it? She goes, no, you can have it. I'm getting rid of extra machines I don't want. And I know that you can use it for your students. I said, sure. So I went over, picked it up. I was like, well, I'll be damned. When I started using this, I said, well, I'll be damned. What's all this bad-mouthing about Singer today? What is all this bad-mouthing about Singer machines? It's the operator that don't know how to use them. Take care, everybody. Love you. Until my next video, stay safe. Wear your masks. Wear your mask. Be socially responsible when you go out. Okay, please. Be socially responsible when you go out in public. Protect yourself, protect your children, protect your family members, protect the human beings you're involved with out in public. Be socially responsible, people. We're supposed to be a country that's supposed to be well educated. Prove it. Love you. Bye.